Hey everyone, we finally have it, FSDBETA version 10.3, software version 2021.36.5.2. And I've heard from other testers that there's actually detailed release notes, so I'm super excited for this release. And a whole bunch more people got it tonight, so they're rolling it to safety score version 99. So this is a big deal. A lot more people got this update today. So you're going to be seeing huge amounts of YouTube videos, most likely. It's almost done. Yeah, this is really exciting because a lot more people are getting this release now. It's so exciting. Yeah, I don't know many people actually have their install finished yet. I think just maybe like one or two people just posted their install finished. So one person posted a quick picture of the release notes, so we'll be seeing it live. So we are coming from version .32. So we're now .36. So I'm kind of curious if we're going to have some UI changes. They might be subtle, but I'm going to go through every menu like I always do. Oh, the contactors are going. So cool. So many people are getting the updates now. It's amazing. It's not just like a few people. It's like a lot of people are getting the beta. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I saw Tesla Raj posted a picture on Twitter. Like, it was kind of hard to read, but they'll pop up on screen once they're ready. But it's super detailed. It's kind of like the level of detail that we saw Elon tweet about maybe like 2 months ago when we got detailed release notes for like that one time. Oh, Nick, hey, what's up? We're installing. I'm excited. Yeah, I think we're all simultaneously installing at the same time. So I was actually driving home and it's pouring down rain here, and I saw the little symbol pop up and it started downloading just like as I was driving. I didn't even know. So then, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, because usually I try to like post the release notes from the email, but I didn't get an email this time. It just like popped up. Yeah, go ahead. I look over at my phone, so just shoot your question up. Yeah, this is a big deal. There's going to be a huge amount of people getting this update, so we're going to be seeing a lot more FSDBETA users. So I'm going to assume that because they're widening it so much that this release is just that much better. At least I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that. I'm curious to see if we're going to have more dynamic routing. Yeah, version number right here, 2021.36.5.2. So the last release was .34, so now we're 4 weeks, or I mean .32, so we're 4 weeks newer. So it's basically a month newer software. Yeah, literally. As I'm talking, I have my fingers crossed. Yes, Nick, streaming drives is allowed now. I don't have a proper mount to actually mount my iPhone to do streaming, so I'm not going to be streaming because I don't have anyone to hold a phone for me. I've seen some people doing like live streams of their drive, and they're holding their phone, and it's really not not really safe. Yeah, streaming's allowed. They dropped the NDA. I think it was when they started widening the beta. So when they started rolling it out to the 100s, they dropped NDA for everyone, including us. So we're no longer under NDA. But you need to be safe, and now the interior camera will actually kick on and tell you that you can't use autopilot any longer when you block the camera and when you're not paying attention. Like, it'll stop working. So I think they're kind of being a little more assertive in like their like direction of, you know what, you need to be paying attention. Don't mess with your phone. Yeah, super exciting. Yeah, I can pop open my garage and show you how stormy it is. Like, we're having major storms here in California. For whatever reason, we haven't had rain for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden, like torrential rain. There's like tons of wind. So I probably am not going to drive on the beta tonight. I'm going to just pretty much go through the UI, and I'll drive in the morning. Netflix while driving? Not yet. Now you can in the Model S refresh, I believe. Model S and X refresh, they have a screen in the rear, and I believe that stays on while you're driving. Like, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that that version stays on. But the Model 3 and Y with screen in front, it will not. That is funny. You better post a picture. Put that on Twitter and I will retweet that. That is so funny. We're almost done. Usually it sits at this spot for a little while and then it just jumps across. Driving profiles? Wow. Cool. Finally! You know what? I've been tweeting Elon this for like ever. You need to give profiles for like the way that FSDBETA drives, because to me, the last release was like way too aggressive. And I've said this so many times. I'm in a performance model like Nick. We have the same car, and it just drives like a bat out of hell. Like, it'll accelerate out of a turn and just gun it, and you're like pushed back in your seat. And like, I don't drive like that normally. Like, my tires on my Model 3 Performance, I didn't even have to change until 50,000 miles, which is like unheard of in the performance model. So, I drive pretty chill. So, this beta just drives like crazy fast. And I wanted to just drive relaxing, like, if it pulls out in front of a car, sure, accelerate rapidly. Like, it knows the rate of acceleration of that other car. But like, normally just chill out. Like, I don't want to drive that fast. It gives me kind of motion sickness. Oh, I'm so excited for driving. That's crazy. Oh, I can't wait to see this when it comes up. We're almost there, you guys. Like, I can't wait to see this release notes. I'm so glad they're doing that. Like, Audi, Volkswagen, BMW, they've done it for so many years. Like, they have a setting for the ACC, or the adaptive cruise control modes on the screen. Like, you can control like how aggressive it is. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they never had it in the beta. Like, the beta just drives one way all the time. And it's like, and no one drives the same. Like, every single person's different and has different tolerances and preferences, and we're all different. So like, the car needs to be able to have like a little more, a little more custom settings for each of us. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I get really excited for changes that we see on the UI and when the car performs differently. Like, I really like that because they're really taking into our feedback, especially this driver profile thing. Like, I've been saying this for a long time. Like, we need to be able to have a way to have it drive a little less crazy. And because it's if I'm just chilling, I want to drive relaxed. If I'm in a rush, drive faster. Like, just adjust it. How long will it take to be completed? Okay, so that's a really good question, Kevin. So my gauge would be once I start seeing the car actually routing differently based on signage. For example, if there's like a no road close sign or a detour sign, if the car started dynamically rerouting, to me, that's like, okay, like it's aware of what's happening and it's actually rerouting based on that. Our current releases aren't doing that. And once I start seeing more recognition of more accurate sign detection, like different types of signage that you would experience in the city, like no parking here or no driving here in certain hours, like that level of autonomy and awareness, I think that's would be like when it's done. Let me scroll up so I don't miss anything. Oh yeah, Cybertruck's would be awesome. Path planning maps. Yeah, absolutely, Stefan. So my main issue is the path planning. It is so bad because the map data. I feel like the map data is the biggest crutch of FSD beta in this entire process. Like the car drives really well for me. Like I don't really have a lot of problems. It's the map data making my car switch lanes randomly. Like I'm going straight down the street, and the car will say, requires lane change, and it's like crazy because it's like it doesn't require lane change. It's a straight road, or it'll make me turn incorrectly. Like the screen will say turn right, and the car will turn left. Like behind the scenes, there's something wrong with the data. So from my point of view, it's the map data that's wrong. And we're speculating that maybe what Tesla needs to do is just start switching the weight value to take precedence of what the vision's seeing over what the navigation data is telling it. So we're gonna see what they're doing. Since it's a 1 month later build, I'm assuming there's gonna be a little bit more to it. Let me scroll up because I missed a lot of messages here. Yeah, that's a good point, Nick. So the left turn only sign, more sign awareness is exactly what I'm looking for. When I start seeing the car reacting to like specific types of signs, like for me, no right turn on red works perfect, but mine are symbols like the cross with the arrow. People have said the word no right turn on red doesn't work, but for me, the symbol works perfectly. Let's see. 10.3 is installing. Awesome. Congrats, Jared. So every time Cybertruck smart someone will break the internet. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy seeing Cybertrucks rolling through parking lots. They're like army tanks. Like I'm super excited. It's like freaking army tank. It reminds me of like the Humvee. You remember like the Humvees way back in the day? Model Y just finished. Super exciting. Do you think inputting turn signals? I don't know. So what I do is I disengage. And recently I've been tweeting particular intersections that I have just been pain points for me because they just haven't been fixed in months. So I found if I tweet something very specific, it generally gets fixed relatively quickly. So even like if I point out UI issues, like sometimes like certain icons will be placed incorrectly or like together or aligned would be kind of wrong. Like we haven't seen that for a while, but early builds like UI stuff used to be really messed up, and I would point it out on Twitter, and usually like within 1 to 2 updates, like my little UI stuff would be fixed. So they're definitely following what we're tweeting, or at least what I was tweeting. So I don't know about turn signals though. That doesn't seem to really make any differences. Yeah, that's exactly right. So should be able to correct itself. Like back where I work, there's like a a one-way sign. It's temporary, but the navigation always wants me to turn right, but like you can't turn right. They only want to make you go left one way, but the car was not recognizing it and would always turn out the wrong way. So, yeah. Yeah, so actually, Ziggy, it's the complete opposite. It's all map data issues. Vision does not take precedence over the built-in map data, the nav routing in the current software. This release might be different, so we're going to find out. Super exciting. Yeah, there's so many people getting the beta tonight. Like, oh man, tomorrow I'm gonna have so much fun on Twitter tomorrow. Like, I don't have anything planned. I have like breakfast in the morning, go run a few errands, and I'm gonna be on Twitter probably for like a couple hours, watching everyone, responding to things, because this is gonna be really exciting for everyone tomorrow. Like, so many people are experiencing it for the first time, like I did last year at this exact same time of year. Like, it's been 1 year. Almost done. The big contactor just clicked. So we're almost done. Usually it sits here for a while and it goes boom. Yeah, it's coming to life. All my 12 volt just kicked on. So if unless they changed it, the safety score was dropped for the beta releases. So like my safety score was there for maybe like half a day and then it was just gone. So in we're gonna find out. Like, the safety score might come back. I don't know. Absolutely. Yeah, for me, I think it's really fun. Like, I like this kind of stuff, and I like going through release notes and finding changes and recognizing these differences. Like, I'm kind of a geek like that. Some crashes. Oh man. I hope not. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Golly Hyperdrive. He posted a video where he was actually driving around Seattle. He let his car go full speed over like a roundabout, like straight through it. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, he didn't even disengage. And I'm like shaking my head because I would just disengage. Like, I mean, if I felt the car not directing correctly around that roundabout, I'm immediately disengaged. But that guy just let it go all the way through, and I mean, the car full on crashed through the roundabout. And he's like, "Oh, I guess I hit the bump." I was like, "Oh, dude, come on, you're crazy." And I went back and looked on his Twitter, and he has all these tweets about like fixing his rims continually. So that guy clearly is okay with like curbing his car. He's crazy. Now, me on the other hand, I have not curbed my car once on beta in the entire year, so I'm pretty proud of that. It's funny that you say that. I kind of think that sometimes too. Like, my reaction times are actually kind of quick. So like, you know how there's like the red light chime. Um, my reaction time can be so fast that I'm accelerating prior to the chime going, and I found that like sometimes the chime won't even go because I actually tap the throttle uh, s- before the chime actually can appear. Sometimes, yeah, not always, but. Yeah, actually, you can live stream now. There's no NDA against it. I'm not going to do that because I don't have the proper mount. Like, I'm using this DJI gimbal thing. I don't know if you can kind of see the reflection right here, but it's sitting down on my console. I don't have an upper mount for my iPhone. I only have it for like my GoPro gear. Yeah, absolutely. Safety is always the most critical thing for Tesla. I'm really happy to see that they're implementing the driver monitoring with the interior camera now. That's like a big deal. Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah, it's done on me too. So like we're gonna see it live come up. It's almost here. Suction mount. I'm probably there is. I could probably get my. I have this big. Um, Actually, I can probably grab it. Give me a second. Well, I'll just show you guys my big mount. So I have this like big triple mount thing. And I have a tripod mount on it because I use my GoPro with like this media mod. So the bottom of my DJI mount is it's gonna flip over. I don't know if the live stream will readjust, but I can probably mount it. Maybe that'll be the next release. Version 11, I'll do that. Ooh, we're up. Let me make sure my audio is not switched so you guys don't hear me. Okay. Audio. Let's check release notes. Let's get those detailed release notes. Oh my gosh, look at this release notes. It's all detailed. This is amazing. Oh, look at this. Cold weather. Windshield wiper wash sequence automatically adjusts your vehicle speed to better clear salt and grime. Wow, okay. Auto park now identifies perpendicular with painted markings. They switched to vision auto park. Okay, this is a big deal, you guys. We have vision auto park. Big deal. This is new. This is what we had on the Model S. So they're starting to move up V11, some V11 code. This is part of it. We have Vision Auto Park. Big deal. Mobile app. Okay, so they brought mobile app up so we can change the current charge. Cabin camera. Okay, that's the same. Driver visual improvements. That looks the same. FSDBETA. Okay, here we go with the actual detailed release notes. Driver profiles. That is so cool. Follow distance, exiting. Added planning capabilities to drive along oncoming lanes to maneuver around path blockage. Interesting. To drive along oncoming lanes? Oh, okay. So this means like if a road is closed and you have to go maneuver around, that's construction zones. That's going to fix my issue. I'm going to test that. Improve creeping by linking speed to visually network estimation. Oh, interesting. Improved crossing object estimation by 20%. Yaw estimation by 25. Uprevving surround video network with more data. Increase system frame rate by 1.7 frames per second. Wow. So that's processing clearer and faster. Improve vehicle somatic detections. Turn indicators and hazards. You guys, turn indicators and hazards are now being recognized. This is different. It used to only do brake lights. There's another big deal. 25,000 video clips to train data sets. Improve static obstacle control by up-revving the generalized... Oh my gosh, this is so complex, you guys. The generalized static object network with 6,000 more video clips. It's 5.6% more precise and 2.4% of recall. I don't know what that means. Okay, allowed more acceleration when merging from on-ramps onto major roads. Oh, that's going to fix some of like Lisa and Chuck's issues. Interesting. Reduced... Oh, that's weird. You can't scroll down. Okay, be careful. Reduced false slowdowns and improved offsetting for pedestrians by improving the model of interaction between pedestrians and the static world. Okay, I don't know what that means. Improved turning profile for unprotected turns by allowing ego to cross over lane lines more naturally. Oh, cool. Okay, so this has actually been something that's been really bugging me. It'll actually try to like swerve really aggressively to get into a turn lane. And like, you know, I don't normally turn like that. I'll cross over the line a little bit to make it not so dramatic to get into the lane. That's going to be a really interesting change. Improve speed profile for boosting onto high-speed roads by enforcing stricter longitudinal and lateral acceleration limits required to beat the crossing objects. Okay, so they're taking into consideration the the rate of acceleration of the other cars. That's interesting. Okay, that was super detailed. Let's go through the screen. I don't see anything different. You know, the icons, like, something looks different to me. It's almost like this screen is anti-aliased. Does that look different to you? Look at the AM. Like, something's different. It's like, it's hard to explain. Like, you're seeing this live, but there's like anti-aliasing on all the words now. Like, I used to see a little more jagged edges. It's more like smooth. It's kind of interesting to say that. Okay, let's go through. The button is a little bit different now on auto. Lights, that's the same. Locks. Oh, there's a little more verbiage here. It's so funny. Like, I like going through this because you can see like little changes. Sometimes they're really subtle. They'll make like the bubbles will be a different shape sometimes. But that's kind of what I like finding out. Oh, cool. There we go. Look at that. Full self-driving. Chill. That's me. All this is the same. Navigation, trip planner, online routing, HOV, safety. Sorry, I'm not reading any text. I'll scroll through in a second. I like that they added the on honk feature for dash cam. You know, that's actually something I really like because I don't really honk at people normally. It's usually just for some kind of issue. Okay, so I think that's kind of all for the screen. This does look a little different. Okay, let me scroll through the chat really quick. Yeah, Vision Auto Park. This is a big deal, you guys. Vision Auto Park is that's massive. Okay, I'm gonna scroll through the chat really quick. Ego means car. Oh, okay. Ego means car. Interesting. Can you go slow through the drive modes? Oh, yeah. Drive modes. Like this one? Or the FSD drive modes? Vision Auto Park. Okay, Vision Auto Park, because, Stefan, what they do right now is Auto Park uses the ultrasonics only. On the Model S refresh, they use Vision. But right now, Auto Park only uses ultrasonics. Right now, because of this change, it's going to use Vision to actually look at the lines. That's a huge deal. So what used to happen is, say you had two parked cars. The ultrasonics would line your car up between the two parked cars. It would not read the lines. Now it's going to read the lines. This is a big deal. Yeah, red light. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so it's like this fiber optic strip thing. And you can see it's kind of like out on the side because the fiber optic got crushed, but they're cheap. I just need to get another one. Yeah, we're getting closer to full stack. This is exactly why I'm really excited about this, because Vision Auto Park means they're moving more of the systems, the subsystems into the stack. So this is a big deal. We're getting closer. Okay, so yeah, the drive modes, chill, sport, comfort. This is like normal stuff. Mine's different because I have a performance model, so mine says sport. Normally, I think it would say chill and standard or something like that here. But the other major change is here, right here with the full self-driving beta profile. We'll have a larger follow distance and perform fewer speed lane changes. So that's good. I definitely drive like that. Average, medium follow distance, and may perform rolling stops. Oh, interesting. Actually, that might be more me, because I do rolling stops. In this profile, you have a smaller follow distance, perform more frequent speed lane changes, will not exit passing lanes, and may perform rolling stops. Huh. I'm going to have to play with this because I I don't always exit the passing lane. It's not always very efficient for me on my driving pattern, but this doesn't really make any sense to me because why would we have passing lanes on city streets? Like, that's kind of weird. Unless they're getting ready to do the full self-stack merge, because exit passing lane's only highway. So maybe this is getting ready to do full stack merge. Huh. Interesting. Let's flip over to chill because that's how I drive. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's see how it looks on the screen here. Looks the same. Yeah. Driver modes look the same. Sentry's the same. Yeah, all this is the same. Okay. Do you guys want to see anything else while we're in here? Immersive sound's the same. I think that's about it. Is there anything else you guys want to see? Let's go through here, maybe go through and see if there's anything different. Energy looks the same. Charging, that's the same. Just go. Yeah, I'm not driving right now. It's insane weather outside. We're having like torrential rain and winds are crazy. There's stuff going everywhere. Like, I'm kind of buttoned up in the garage for now. I don't want to test the beta. There's probably people in better areas than me right now. I'm not going to drive until tomorrow morning. Same games. So what I'll do is I'm going to take pictures of the release notes so they'll be clear, and I'll post them to my Twitter, which should be linked in my YouTube profile. Yeah, so I'll do that. So then you can see the detailed release notes. Okay, that's all for now, you guys. Exciting changes. Vision Auto Park, that's a big deal. Okay, everyone, welcome all the new testers. Have a good evening.